Now to speak on this development, we have Dr. Sani, Aliyu, the Director, International Institute of Certified Forensic. Thank you so much for joining us at this time. All right, Eve, we still have you there. How do you react to the news of the EFCC arresting hundreds of foreign nationals for crimes bordering on a fraud? All right, we seem not to have Mr. Sani. We'll move on to. All right, we have Mr. Sani. Thank you so much for joining us.
Yeah, thank you for having me on the program.
All right, so as I asked earlier, how do you react to the news of EFCC arresting hundreds of foreign nationals for crimes bordering on fraud, as we had earlier seen?
First, I would like to congratulate the EFCC boss for busting onto this huge criminal network in Nigeria. And like I want to illustrate here today is that cybercrime is not isolated case, a Nigerian isolated case per se, where people think that it's only Nigerians that are involved in cybercrime. Cybercrime is a global huge problem, and it involves almost every national. So for Filipinos and other nationals to come to Nigeria in this huge number and stayed in Victoria Island to be to be to be conducting the same this sort of crime, it means that a lot of deep up has to be done in terms of profiling foreigners that are coming to Nigeria, and that means the immigration must wake up to its act of to its responsibility, constitutional responsibilities, to profiling people, foreigners that are coming into this country, and then not only profiling them to understand and know exactly what they are doing at any point in time in the country, so that we can have our national security very, very, very intact. Because of the porosity of our profiling system, this has made a lot of criminals, foreign national criminals, to be involved in Nigeria and perpetrating crimes in Nigeria.
How would you rate Nigeria's fight against financial crimes, and how effectively have we been able to use data gathering from citizens?
I would say we need to do more. The National Identical Agency should work hand in hand with all necessary data collection centers like the banks, immigrations, customs, and other agencies that that the data could be equally easily gotten from there. And the schools, again, our schools, we need to have a lot of Nigerians need to have their data well collected, and we need to have a stringent profiling system where in a second or two, any person can be called upon, this data can be called upon and profiled or identified. So we are working towards it, although I would say that we need to do more, and the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria should give necessary encouragement to the agencies that are saddled with data collection, and then making all the biometrics available for security agencies to improve in their profiling network.
All right, so what do you think could be done in ensuring that Nigerians don't get blamed for, crimes perpetrated by foreigners?
Well, first of all, like I said earlier, crime is not isolated. It's not an isolated case. It does not have a nationality. It is a global menace, and every national is can be involved in any sort of crime. But the issue of brandishing Nigerians as cyber criminals and so on and so forth should not be allowed to continue festering. That is by ensuring that the needful are done and necessary profiling network, like I said, is put in place. And we should know who and who we are giving visas to come into our country. If you look at these Chinese people, it's just Nigeria has almost become a dumping ground for Chinese people. They come, they involved in stealing our minerals, resources. There are all sorts of crime and criminality. Chinese people are involved in this country, and you will want to ask yourself question: why is it that the Nigerian security system and is not beaming a lot of stringent searchlight upon them? If you go to places like Mesara, you see the kind of exploitation that is going on by Chinese and other places in Nigeria. If we are not only talking about cybercrime, in all sorts of crime and criminalities that are occurring in Nigeria, Chinese nationals and other nationals, other foreigners are greatly involved. And in fact, they are the one that chiefly uh, uh, indoctrinate Nigerians or teach Nigerians or taught them how to go into all these businesses. Because if you Nigerians, for all I know about us Nigerians, we are very hardworking people, and of course, when you have a population of youths that are not properly secured by employment, then they are vulnerable. And by the time they come in contact with all these foreigners, it's easier for them to lure them into such crimes. And then again, you have a whole house, a whole building occupied by several hundreds of people, and the security agency are not even worried about it to understand what is happening. So that's why I give kudos to is it Olukaide, his name, the EFCC boss, for busting into these criminals, and then for the first time, a lot of people are saying that. Nigerians are not the one perpetrating this crime alone. As there was a video going viral that I saw a South African girl actually exonerating Nigerians from all sorts of alleged crimes perpetration in South Africa. Because the other time they busted into druggers, and they found out that many of the druggers that were arrested in South Africa, that there are no Nigerians. So the issue is we need to actually bring ourselves and show to the world that we are not criminals. We don't involve in crime and criminality, and because of the very negligent percentage of Nigerian lazy youths that, like Buhari has said, that are involving themselves in crime and criminality, Nigeria should not be condemned as a state that is harboring crime and criminality.
All right, thank you so much for being a part of the news, and thank you so much for lending your voice to the discussion on ground. We really appreciate it.
Thank you for having me on your program, your news program. Thank you.
All right. And that was Dr. Sani Aliyu, the Director of the International Institute of Certified Forensic